back your homes, or restore your dead to life.
But perhaps I can give you justice in the name of our king.
Hey everyone, sorry for not uploading yesterday. We had some storms in my area that actually knocked the power out. Anyways, today's video is about the mysteries that await in Valyria, or commonly known as Old Valyria. If you are not caught up with the books or the show, this is your spoiler warning. Okay, Valyria was the capital of the lands of the Valyrian freehold, up until 400 years ago. In Essos, extending southward into the Summer Sea was a large peninsula that housed Valyria. Valyria was basically an ancient civilization that was ruled by dragon lords, who tamed and used dragons to overtake other lands far and wide. They claimed rule over most of the land that the current free cities of Essos reside in, and even brought their rule as far as the island of Dragonstone. This was named the Valyrian Freehold. Valyria itself was the ultimate civilization that many people of the known world today still speak of in high regard and say that they still have yet to build cities of a quality close to Old Valyria. The Dragon Lords of Valyria ruled for the better part of 5,000 years, until the Doom of Valyria, before the setting that Game of Thrones takes place in. The Doom was a catastrophic volcanic eruption that basically obliterated nearly all of the dragons and much of the Valyrian peninsula itself. The Targaryen family had settled Dragonstone, so they were just about the only big Valyrian family that survived, as well as their dragons. About 100 years later, they invaded Westeros, which Valyrians had not cared too much about previously. They overtook most of Westeros, which led to 3 centuries of Targaryens sitting upon the Iron Throne. Until the Mad King was killed and Robert Baratheon was declared protector of the realm. One interesting thing to note, if you haven't read the books, is that the Targaryens were only one of many families who tamed dragons. The people of Valyria didn't even have a king or queen. They participated in equal say when it came to government of their land. But since the Targaryens were the only surviving Valyrians, and they had dragons, no one in Westeros even stood a chance to keep them out of power. So now that we have set the background, there are many questions about the mysteries still to be uncovered in Valyria. We have read in the books and seen in the show information about Valyria multiple times. So it seems that Valyria may be more important than just describing Daenerys' blood and heritage. In Season 5, Tyrion and Jorah sail through the ruins of Old Valyria and get attacked by stone men, which we know are people severely infected by grayscale, which Jorah was not able to escape. Daenerys just sent him off to seek a cure from an unknown source. We know that when Stannis Baratheon's daughter was infected by grayscale, he was urged to send her to Valyria to live among the other infected, yet he refused and brought in many maesters and healers to treat her condition. What is Jorah going to do? He has to find a cure, right? Because we totally expect to see a reunion with Lyanna Mormont and Jorah at Bear Island. It's possible he will find himself in Valyria again, maybe even if it's to make it his final destination when he gives up finding a healer that can fix him. But he is likely to find someone who can help him, maybe Quaithe? I don't know if he would go to Valyria to find a cure, since just the opposite is inherently more available, aka the disease itself. We may learn that Valyria may hold some secrets beneficial to the new task at hand, defeating the White Walkers. Valyria was the land of the dragons, and also the place the Valyrian steel was forged. In fact, the creation of Valyrian steel was lost in the Doom 400 years ago. The reforging process can be done, however, by only the most experienced of blacksmiths, while managing to maintain most of the magical properties inside the blade. Actually, in the books, Euron Greyjoy claimed he had sailed through Old Valyria, and was said to have possibly taken a suit of armor made of Valyrian steel. We haven't seen any evidence in the show of that to this point, but it would most surely be a sight to see, since it was said that Valyrian steel armor was so expensive a whole kingdom couldn't afford it. Euron also has a dragon horn, said to be able to bend a dragon's will to your own and thus use it as a weapon. Interestingly enough, Euron claimed he had a dragon egg, and that a wizard had guaranteed him that he could hatch it within a year. However, Euron killed the wizard before the year was up, and upon being asked about the egg from Victarion Greyjoy, Euron said he threw it into the sea. I'm not sure if I believe that story. Anyways, We have to remember that Valyria was the greatest civilization mankind has ever seen, even compared to today's kingdoms and great cities. The chances of some items of value still remaining is quite high. I, for one, would love to see the ruins of Valyria explored either in the books or even in the show. I feel that there has to be something of benefit for Jon and Daenerys to use to fight Winter with, even if it's just a stash of Valyrian steel blades. Maybe Jorah will be the one to uncover such treasures, and send them off to his allies heading west as a final aid to his queen and brothers in arms. Let me know what you think is hiding in there, if anything. Thanks so much everyone, enjoy the rest of your weekend, and I will see you tomorrow.